super fresh. Yeah, it's wild. It's really, really good. I do apologize for the last video, the welcome video I recorded. It was a little bit noisy and I was using my bone conduction headphones. So if you want to go back and listen again, the way you have to listen to a video recorded with bone conduction headphones, you can stop this video right now. I will wait and just put your phone in your mouth and press play. I'll just wait. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just bugging with you. I'm a writer. I make stuff up. Never trust a writer. That's the first point. The second point I'm going to make, if I can, Shaolin, I'm just recording for a second. Your coconut, just say hi. We got it.
Hello.
It's the internet. Hello. Yeah. This is the new writing channel. All right. So the main thing, I'm just going to give you one more point, and then we're going to go catch some sunset here. We're in Shidao, which is West Island, Sanya, and it's really quite beautiful. But look, if you want to write, if you want to be a writer, you just have to write. That's the secret. That's the secret. That's it. If you want to be a writer, you've got to write. If you don't write, you're not a writer. Not to say you don't have the heart of a writer, but if you're not writing, you're not producing writing. For many years, I was a writer who wasn't writing because I was waiting. I was more of a waiter. Actually, I've worked in a couple of restaurants. LA is full of writers that are waiters in more ways than one, right? But you got to think about it. Like, my mom told me a story once, and I'm sorry if you're listening to this. Probably not, because you don't have WeChat. But her older sister once wanted to be a famous novelist. She's got a couple older sisters. This is one of the two of them. And she saved up. I guess this is back when a penny could buy you a bag of candy and a dime got you a new car. She saved up and bought a typewriter, like a Corona, like a beautiful, beautiful old school typewriter. And she saved up, and it was her dream for a long time to be a writer. And so she went and saved up and bought a typewriter, the perfect typewriter. And she got her paper and she got her ink, and all that stuff was golden. She got home with a typewriter, and that was it. That was the end of it. I don't even know, my mom said if she ever even practiced. She got a typewriter and realized there's more to writing than having a typewriter. Watch out, Shaolin. You gotta write. So quit waiting for the perfect computer, the perfect typewriter, the golden pen. There's no golden pen, even a golden pen. The ideas are what are golden, not the pen. If you want to be a writer, you got to write. You just got to write. And don't wait for the perfect time. There's no perfect time. We're busy people. Don't wait for the perfect idea. There's no perfect idea. We are deeply flawed creatures with moments of divine inspiration. And if you don't want the hassle of the inspiration weighing on you, the idea that, oh my God, I got to be a genius, and even if my first book was a bestseller, now I got to be a genius again, then just believe in the Muses. The Greeks had a good idea. You know, the Greeks were not geniuses. They rubbed geniuses. They rubbed against geniuses. They believed in the Muses, in the genius, that inspiration, inspirito. A spirit flies into your ear, right? And it inspires you. That's not from you. That's a spirit. A writer is just a conduit of creativity. And the Muses, oh, this is crazy. Look at this. That's like the first car from like 1904. This place is old. Some of these buildings are like 500 years old. But I know, to finish that rather scattered train of thought, you could have a best-selling novel, and it's not because you're the most brilliant person in the world. You just got a good muse. You know, you sit at your desk every single morning, and one day that muse was looking for a writer, and all the good ones, all the top shelf ones were sleeping in, being lazy, and they came to you, and you got that idea. And then your next book, well, that kind of bombed. But hey, it's not your fault. You got up and you wrote every morning. You just had a bum muse, right? Wow, isn't it beautiful here? Shaolin, isn't it beautiful? Yeah. Very beautiful. So think of it that way, you know? If you get a good muse, you'll get a great book. And if you get a bum muse, it's not your fault. Don't quit. You got a bad muse this time, but next time around, you might get a better one. It might take you a few times. Brandon Sanderson wrote 10 books before he wrote Elantris, and he realized this is some good stuff. So, that's the thing. If you want to be a writer, you just have to write. There's no secret. You got to find a place to write. Close the door when you're writing. You can have the door open when you're editing. Don't write and edit at the same time. The enemy of progress is perfection. You know what else is perfection? Look at this sunset. It's friggin' beautiful. Find a place that inspires you. Find a couple of minutes away from people to get an idea down. You can't edit a blank page. So when you're writing, your first idea, your first goal is just to write something down. You can fix everything. In the movie business, we say, we'll fix it in post. As a writer, it's no problem. Hemingway said, what did Hemingway say? Hemingway said a lot of things. Hemingway said, writing is easy. You just gotta sit down and type or write until blood comes out, And he was after that one true sentence. He would write and write and write until he would just look at it and go, you can't argue with this. This is indisputable. And it's elegantly phrased. I can't cut any words. I can't find more muscly language. There's no more specific verb. There's no better adjective. This is the best sentence I can write where I am today at my current level. And from there, he would just keep going. So he would cut everything until that one true sentence. And then from there, it would just bloom like a flower, like a plant on a beautiful, beautiful island full of fruits and palm trees that I'm going to get hit in the head with a coconut if I'm not careful. These things are huge, bigger than my head. So that's really the key. That's all I wanted to say. I'm getting carried away. I'm gonna wind this one down. This is my first day. I hope you did not swallow your phone. I'm gonna make sure I have some legal protection. Now that I have a channel, I probably got to watch what I say, and I'm gonna need insurance. So while I'm processing all that, make sure if you did get your phone wet from chewing on it, sucking on that phone, trying to hear my bone conduction video, put it in a bag of rice and turn it off and check this channel tomorrow. I'm going to have new content up tomorrow. I'm going to do a couple of videos. In this beautiful place, and I'll release them sporadically, maybe even erratically, but they will be radical. I'm going to release them radically. I do hate adverbs, but it's such a beautiful day. So that's the key. If you want to be a writer, you got to write. You find the time, you make the time, you fight for that time, and you don't need a magic pen. You don't need a perfect journal. I bet you every one of you who want to be a writer listening to this has 10 perfect empty journals waiting for inspiration, waiting for that perfect idea. There is no perfect idea. It may feel perfect when you wake up from a dream, and after you write it down, you might hate it and second guess it, and just put it away in a drawer for a few months, come back to it later with fresh eyes, edit it over and over until it's perfect to you. And that's the thing. Maybe writing in a journal for a couple of pages every morning is your way to clear your mind and get your dreams down and focus for the day. And maybe from that, something will grow into a story. All right, everybody. What a beautiful place. Shitao Island, West Island, Sanya, Hainan. Oh, you gotta come here. It's fantastic. I'm full of inspiration. I got a good muse. All right, that's it for now. Ta-ta. Cheers. Much love.
Amos the Amazing, coming October the 31st, 2022, where all good books are sold.